Welcome today, everybody. We are making a video of Ikariam and how to build up quickly and how to maximize your time and know what to build and what to do. All right, to get started, we're going to keep this nice and short. If you are barely beginning, the first thing you're gonna want to do is level up your town hall. The reason for that is the more people you have, this will expand the amount of people that can live in your town. And the more people you have, the more gold you can get. The more gold you can get, the more trade ships you can buy. And the reason why you want trade ships is so that you can move around resources, and when you pillage players, you can maximize the amount of loot you get. Moving on, the next building you're going to be able to build is an academy for scientists. Now, the scientist is going to help you increase your score. As you can tell, I am a 5,504 player. Now, that took maybe about a month to get there. That being said, once you start to get more cities, that is going to allow you to build and level up your score a lot quicker. Now, next thing, you are going to want to research just as they come in. You're going to research conservation fully. It's not going to let you skip. So just keep adding more scientists and building the academy up. And so you can choose which ones you want to prioritize. And however, at the end of the day, you still got to research all of them. Okay, moving on. The next thing you want to do is level up your trading port. The trading port will allow you to load resources a lot quicker when you are going to be transporting them to other towns. Now, I got the unfortunate end of the stick and I landed in sulfur when I created my account, but that wasn't going to let it stop me. I then proceeded to build a town on wine. This is my wine. The reason why you want wine is so that you can build taverns that will allow you to make your people happy. And as you can tell, if I get rid of wine, they get mad. And so you always want to make sure that your people have wine in all cities. Otherwise, if they run out, they'll get mad and they'll start leaving. Okay, now the next town you're going to want to get is marble. And the reason why you want marble is because you'll notice that a lot of buildings require marble to build them. So those are going to be the three essential. Now, obviously, there are 4 different main types of resources. So you're going to eventually have to get crystal and for the scientists to build up your academies, because that is what they require. And as you can tell right here, starts requiring crystal. Now, the other reason why you want crystal, though, is later on in the game when you have a military, you're going to want to build this ward shop. I haven't built it yet because I'm going to build it on my crystal island. Doesn't make sense to have it on my main island because then I'm going to have to ship in a bunch of crystal to level up your units. This building allows you to level up your units, so that is great to have on your crystal island. And so crystal in reality will be your third. If I had to rate them, it'd be wine or marble. Marble first, then wine, and then crystal, then sulfur. So I really got the worst end, but I'm not going to let that stop me, because you will end up requiring a lot of sulfur when you build a military. So okay, moving on. The next thing you want to get higher points is to level up your palace and your governor's residence in your other towns. Note that if you don't level them up and you just start building, your people become very unhappy and you will see a corruption level right around here. You'll see a notice and they'll be very unhappy. So make sure not to skip out that important detail when you are grabbing. Now, I can actually build a new town, and I have a few spots that I've been scoping out where. So in this situation, I want really 1740. And the reason why I want 1740, I'll show you right here, is because of this wonder, this wonder right here. This wonder basically allows you to increase the hit points or the amount of damage that your units make. So this is a really great one. And if you want to see what, the different kinds, as you can tell, Stellaris has this one. This one will tell me because I have an island on it, but this one increases the speed of the warships and transport ships, which is great for when you are in battles and you need to, get there a lot quicker. So I'm going to build my next one on a crystal island. As you can tell, I need it, and we will go ahead and show you how that gets done. Very simple process. We'll do 1740. So I want this one because of the wonder. It took me a little while to find it. It took me about 5 minutes, but anyways, found it. And I'm only going to send in about, I don't know, 1200 wood because it doesn't have a warehouse here, and if I send more, it's going to go to waste. So I guess I could send a little bit of wine too. Why not? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and plant it. It takes about 4 hours to get there, but in the meantime, you'll see this is my new town getting built. Okay, great. Now, moving on. The other thing you're going to want in about every city is you're going to want a museum. The museums also give a lot of points, and that's just great because well, it doesn't just give points, it also makes your satisfaction rate increase, so you don't have to use that much wine. And trust me, you're going to end up using a lot of wine. Now, the other thing to reduce wine usage will be eventually the building of a wine press. So if you read the description, it says the demand for your wine will be reduced by 1% for each building level. So trust me, it adds up when you got like a level 32 building, and yeah, it's very helpful. Now, but so additionally though, you're obviously going to need a trading port. Now, for new players, I recommend just building up your town hall, eventually getting a tavern, which once you research it can be located in, let me find that for you. Wine culture, I believe. Yeah, building of taverns. Here we go. So not too far, you're going to be able to get it very soon, and you're going to need that. Now, definitely get a hideout in every city. Don't skip out on that, because whenever you do start a military campaign and you don't have one of these, your enemy is going to be able to send a bunch of spies, find out everything about you, find out where you live, find out what you ate for breakfast, and they're going to be able to attack you when you're not there. Trust me, this is essential. Now, warehouse, definitely make sure to keep building this up. You don't want to log off for about 2 to 3 days just to know that you already maximize the amount of resources. So definitely build this up so you don't lose resources. And so now, what I want to build is definitely a temple in each city as well. This temple also really sucks, the one that I initially got, because all it does is that it credits back any units that I lost during a fight back into Marvel units. Not that great. Let me show you another one that I did get to pick, and it's this one. And the reason why this one's great is because it's a great counter defense shrine, basically. So if you read the description, all enemy troops and ships that are fighting against your troops have been driven away, and the scatter time gets them away for a while. But basically, let's say you're fighting, and I would really ideally have it at 4, and when you're fighting, let's say you are outmatched. Well, if you activate the shrine, Now 50% of them are gone, which gives you now the upper hand, and hopefully you win. So that is one thing. Now, additionally, in order to get resources, you go ahead and add the people here. So not too hard to figure out. That's for marble. Now you'll see a barbarian village. This will give you a few resources. Very beneficial when you are starting off. I know I attacked it a few times. I needed crystal and whatnot. So this one's great to have and to. It was on Utopia. That was my first island. Wow. I don't know, maybe I was clicking too fast. And so, as you can tell, I already attacked it like about 5 times. And anyways, just gives you a few resources, not too much. What? Okay. Now, other than that, I want to show you what you want to build your military with. And this will be the last thing, really. So, hop lights, I guess. And you're going to want to build these because these will be going on your front line, and I'll show you that in a bit. Now, you want your swordsmen as well because they're going to be joining in from the flanks, from the sides. And you want a unit, mainly archers over slingers, because they're going to be going into your second line of attack. They'll be shooting from afar. They'll be your artillery, I guess. Technically, you have other artilleries, catapults. They're going to be used to knock down walls, but they're also going to do damage. And so this is great because it's a great representation of early game. And so you're going to want archers, and eventually you can get rid of slingers. I know you probably will build them to begin with to attack the barbarian village. I have a few spearmen that I also used. These guys are trash. Get rid of them eventually. And so, yes, let me show you what it looks like when you attack people. I went ahead and attacked this inactive player thinking that I was going to get away with it, but apparently they have a 32 level wall or something, and my catapults were unable to bring that down. Okay, back at it. Really, the thing that is going to show you how your units align themselves is a detailed battle report. So you got your hoplites. They will take up this whole row. The swordsmen will take up these flanks, and then your archers will take up this second row. And as you can tell, they only had a wall, but even my catapults couldn't do anything, which was very sad. And they start losing ammunition, and then luckily they survived after the attack, but they go into reserve when they no longer. But I just left my hoplites to die, and so they end up dying. And yes, the wall do damage, so and I'll show you that in a bit. So definitely don't neglect your walls. They are very important to when you actually do start attacking. You got your hit points, armor, and how many units are safe. So I guess 900, which is actually not that bad. But so definitely, if you're finally ready to build a military, build your swordsmen, your archers, your hoplites, and get it stacked up that way. Now, you're going to want an embassy to essentially join an alliance. I'm currently in the search of an alliance. I really want to kind of build up their webpage. So if you know anybody that wants that, let me know. Other than that, if you have any questions, feel free to message me on, I guess, YouTube. And I believe I covered everything. Ikariam is a very low-key game that you can, take your time, read up on what buildings do and if they're beneficial. I am typically going to stay away from carpenter and architect's office, just because I do see other buildings that I want, such as a wine press, a sea archive, to get my units there faster, and there's no point in me building up those buildings only to knock them down later. Now, I might have sufficient space later, but also a secondary warehouse is very helpful to protect your resources. And so there's just so many buildings. Now, if I later have the open spaces, then I will. Also, something to take advantage of is just watch the little heads, and you get a little bonus production for wood and wine. Or I pick wine in this situation, but really works for any resource. But other than that, just keep building up these main buildings, town hall, governor's residence, build up your military and win military battles, and also just build up your academy and research a bunch. Get ahead of that. And that's going to help you build up and just keep your people happy all the time, and they're going to make more babies, and you're going to make more gold, and you're going to bring more of that's going to just allow you to put more people to work. It's going to increase your resources. And so, yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, I'll later on make a building of like me attacking players and hopefully winning. And until the next time. So thanks for watching. Bye.